Hi guys, it's Michelle and Merry Christmas if you celebrate. I hope you have had a great holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate, I hope you just had a good December. Today is the last day of Vlogmas and I'm kind of sad about it. So I did, we're gonna go out with a bang. Some people have said they hate when I do a British accent, but I can't stop doing it and I literally don't know why. I think it's Brittany Broski, but hers is actually good. So anyway, so today's video is going to be another dark side of TikTok video. It's super fun. TikTok conspiracies. A lot of you have sent these to me and tagged me in them. So if you want me to talk about any like conspiracy theories that you see on TikTok, definitely just like tag me in it. All right, so the first TikTok that I want to talk about is something that I just feel so unsure about and I don't know what it means. I saw it and I just was like, what? So it's basically a TikTok of this bug crawling on somebody and they're like filming it and whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like such a weird looking bug. It literally disappears. And it's so interesting to me because I feel like the TikTok user like captioned it being like alien or like whatever, and I was like, could you imagine if aliens were really that small, like they came to Earth and they were just like shit? Or what if they can like shapeshift into being really small so that they can like literally surveillance us by being bugs? Or birds. What if birds aren't the government? What if they're aliens? I really don't trust birds and I never have. Figured I would just, you know, we would just start with that. It's kind of an easy one. I do honestly think aliens are real. All right, the next TikTok user made a theory about how basically if you record yourself on TikTok, it does, you know, record the first like millisecond before you even like hit record.
There's something really weird happening on TikTok. When I do this, it means I started recording, okay? So let's say they're just doing an angle change transition, right? This is the first part, and then they want to start recording the second part. So they're gonna do, okay? So they're gonna start recording after they started moving their head. Because if they start recording exactly at the second that they start moving their head, it's gonna show you that little split second before they start moving where they're not moving. Okay, try it right now. When you press record, there's a millisecond of you not doing anything, of you like literally pressing record. Okay, so that means it's recording you before you even press record. Do you understand what I mean? So is TikTok just recording us at all times and then it gives us a segment that we choose to record?
And the reason that I want to talk about this theory is because it's actually a pretty popular theory, especially with like live photos. Your phone, like if I were to take a live photo right now, it's Christmas. And then I press the button right after I say Christmas. But if we listen, it's Christmas. And then it records at least 3 seconds before. It records quite a bit. I was only gonna get the tail end of Christmas. It got the whole thing. I didn't press record until after I said the word Christmas. So basically the theory is TikTok always recording you? And I think the answer is yes. And I'm not even saying it in like maybe they're like using your shit. Like I don't even know what they're doing with that. But Apple is doing the same thing when it comes to live photos. I do think the TikTok algorithm really stays, even if you don't have a TikTok account, because for the longest time, I had no TikTok account whatsoever, and my For You page would like actually shift based on certain things. Like I live in Florida currently, so like I would have specifically where I lived in Florida too, TikToks. It was so weird and I still don't know how or why. I didn't have my location or camera or anything on the TikTok app. So is TikTok listening to you? Yes, but what's it for? Probably advertisements. I just think it is a very interesting theory, but I have no idea what it means. Like, why do you think TikTok is listening to you? Do you think it's just for ads, or do you think that they're trying to like use it for government surveillance? Same with your phone. Their phone, I feel like it makes more sense to be government surveillance because like I always say I don't think that the Chinese government cares about us, but then as soon as I say that, everyone comments being like, you're so dumb. Obviously the Chinese government cares about what we're doing. I'm like, I feel like they actually really don't. What do you guys think about that theory? Like, it is pretty dark to think that like our shit is listening to us, but it's also kind of stupid to think it's not. And honestly, sometimes I think it fits more into the life is a simulation theory. Maybe they made cell phones happen because it makes it so much easier to track all of us and see what we're doing. If you're worried about the vaccine putting a microchip in you, I got news for you, sweetie. You got a big storm coming because You already have a microchip. This TikTok that I saw really upset me. They say, I don't know who they is because I don't think I've ever heard this, but when babies dream, they dream their entire life, like as a premonition almost, and maybe that's where deja vu comes from. Honestly, I just don't like that. I've also heard the theory that, oh, like, especially on TikTok, it was really popping off, which is funny to me because I remember the first time I read this theory so vividly. It was when I was in like 7th grade. It was something like in middle school for sure. And I heard the theory that, you know, when you die, your brain activity lasts for like 7 minutes. So like you're living your entire life in those 7 minutes, but since it feels like a dream, it could feel like forever. So like what if you're in your 7 minutes right now and you're just remembering it, but you're actually already dead? Full blown existential crisis about that I had, like, as a fucking, I don't know, 7th grader, and it really messed me up. So I think it's funny that it's making its rounds back onto TikTok. And you know, the theory is interesting because that's like how people are like, that's why you feel deja vu, because you have already lived it. You're just like reliving your life because you're dead. I hate that theory. I was just thinking about it, and what if like the reason deja vu happens is because there's like a reset button. The creators of the simulation want something to happen in a different way. They just like hit a reset button, and what if that's where the Mandela effect comes from? Because what if all the times they've reset, like little things change because of the butterfly effect? I don't know why I'm so like theoried today. Like I feel like I keep making my own theories from these TikTok theories, but I guess that's good to like have us all spiral a bit. But I just think it's interesting because sometimes I really do believe life is a simulation. Deja vu is something that has always freaked me out, like, because I have no explanation for it, because it'll be the like smallest, most random things. What if there's just like a wizard, like Wizards of Waverly Place, it's just like McReary time Reary bitch, and then that's why we're experiencing deja vu. I don't know if I think it's because babies dream their entire life. I don't think that quite makes sense. I feel like babies have like literally like no brain. I mean, I know they do, but like they don't have like, I don't think they have enough brain power to like have like dreams like that. Personally, don't believe the theory. However, the topic of deja vu was very interesting to me. So this TikTok user points out a very interesting theory, which is the fact that like all of these celebrities are suddenly working with McDonald's. They seem to really be trying to get people into McDonald's, which is, I feel like, is weird, because McDonald's, I think, is something that is never gonna go out of style. Like, I think it's gonna exist for a very long time.
Yo, for the love of everything that's holy, please do not eat at McDonald's. I don't know why, but I've been seeing McDonald's getting pushed like crazy the last few weeks. They've been pushing out all these celebrity meals like Travis Scott, J Balvin. They even came out with these spicy nuggets not too long ago. Like, they really trying to get you guys to go and eat at McDonald's. I don't know what they trying to do. Now check this out. This is this weird like robot animated character on Instagram, bro. Look at the caption. I don't know if you guys can see it. It says pearly gates is less than golden arches. I don't know if you guys don't know this or not, but the pearly gates is basically the gates to heaven. She's basically saying that going to McDonald's is better than going to heaven, and I don't know why, but what does that have to do with heaven? I'm so confused. Clearly these elites are trying to do something and push something in that McDonald's food. That's why they're pushing McDonald's so much heavier than they have in the past few years. Y'all stay woke, bruh.
I just feel like McDonald's is like doing fine. So I do find it interesting that they, like, you know, obviously, because the only reason they're obviously not going to pay like Travis Scott, you know, probably millions of dollars. That might be dramatic, but either way, it's probably a pretty big chunk of change for sure that McDonald's had to pay him to like kind of be the face of this McDonald's burger that wasn't even a new burger, by the way. Awful it was. The thing that interests me is like, why would McDonald's, like, what's McDonald's going through that they feel the need that they have to pay a celebrity to, you know, rebrand a burger that already existed, and it sold out so fast. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost positive that this burger has been on the menu for like ever. It's literally just a quarter pounder with cheese. It was his order. Like, that's like it. Like, they didn't even make a new burger, made it like cool. Like, they could have, I don't know, decorate. I don't know what they could have done to make it a Travis Scott burger, but they could have done something but it's just a quarter pounder with cheese, like, and it's sold out like everywhere. Like, it was crazy. Either way, like, I just think it's such an interesting concept that I didn't really think too hard about until I saw this TikTok, and I was like, wait, why are they trying to push McDonald's on us? Because that is a little bit suspicious. I have no other reason, because obviously I feel like McDonald's was doing just fine. Basically, the theory that this TikTok user was talking about is that he believes that this is a tactic to get us to eat more McDonald's because they're putting something in the food that maybe is mind controlling us. Honestly, I don't know if I believe that, but I'm not saying that I don't believe that. But I'm also not saying that it's gonna stop me from eating McDonald's once in a while, because I will very randomly crave McDonald's because I obviously can't really eat much there. I mean, I guess it's just smart because they didn't really have to do anything. All they had to do was just call it the Travis Scott burger, but they still definitely had to pay Travis Scott. So like, what was worth it to, well, you know what? Now that I'm talking about it, it makes more sense that it was worth it because they definitely made more than $1 million. Honestly, I kind of feel like a little bit scared to eat McDonald's, but when I saw that TikTok, I was really afraid. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, they are doing something to that food. Next TikTok, you guys asked me to talk about so much, which I find so funny because I don't think that it's weird at all. But people think that Poppy predicted 2020.
Did Poppy predict COVID? There's a few videos of her from a few years ago that just seem kind of weird now in 2020. I'm gonna put them in. In one of the videos, there's a video of her saying ICKYBABY, which is icky baby. An icky baby is something or someone that talks to her and warns her about stuff. And there's one clip in here where she says, "Is it Wednesday yet?" repeatedly. And people say that January 20th, 2021 is gonna be something big. And if you look here, January 20th of 2021 does fall on a Wednesday.
I don't know when, but the scary mask is coming. It told me so. This is how to apply your mask. Place the elastic bands around. I told you. I told you so. The mask is off. The game is over. Is it Wednesday yet? ICKYBABY.
And I guess that the mask thing is weird. Like, Poppy saying that, like, the mask is now gone, like, all this stuff. It's weird, but like, Poppy was meant to be weird. Like, that's the character, the, like, you know, idea of Poppy was just to be freaking creepy and like just like kind of a weird energy. I do think it's interesting, and I think it's interesting that like someone noticed and made the TikTok about it. Like, I am happy because I think it's interesting even when I don't believe in theories to talk about them, because I know that there are people that believe it, and I like to hear your opinions on why you believe it and like why you think that that's such a big deal. Like, because to me, like, I feel like, I mean, masks have always been a thing. It's definitely interesting, and I like the theory. I like to believe the theory because, you know, they talk about how they think Corona's gonna end on January 21st because of this Poppy theory, and because it's a Wednesday, and Poppy's like, is it Wednesday yet? So that'd be nice, but I mean, I think, honey, you got a big storm coming if you think that Corona's gonna end this January 21st, 2021. But you never know. Maybe the vaccines will roll out faster. Do you guys think Poppy predicted 2020? I personally don't know. I don't think that the January 21st theory makes sense at all. Maybe that'll be the day that the vaccine becomes available to the public, but I once again don't know if that makes sense. Maybe the vaccine will hopefully go faster than we think, and maybe January 21st will be the day that it's available or starts being available to the general public. So maybe Poppy is right. I hope so, girl, because I want that vaccine. All right, the next TikTok you wanted me to talk about is something that I found so interesting, and it is basically this girl who made a TikTok talking about how she used to work in like this kind of remote restaurant inside of a resort in Canada. And this girl absolutely swears that she saw Princess Diana at this restaurant.
Story time! This is a story about the time I met someone who is in fact supposed to be deceased. So over the summer, I accepted this position as a fine dining server in this 4-diamond 5-star resort. So we get lots of athletes and celebrities, blah, 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 because it's in a really remote place. It's like a little hidden gem. On this particular evening, I greeted a group at the door, and I noticed that one of the ladies looked exactly like the late Princess Diana, except, of course, she was older. Wait, So I said to her, "Oh my god, has anyone ever told you you look exactly like Princess Diana?" Like, No word of a lie. She looked at me and she goes, yeah, I've heard that before. So I seated them at the reserved table. The group was very loud and happy to be there. But I noticed although this lady smiled and laughed, she didn't say that much. She didn't talk very much. Only about 60 years old. Eloquent, her facial expression. My manager.
And I found this to be interesting, and I also saw this duetted TikTok, and I guess a lot of people started making their own, videos and just responding to her, talking about how they also had a similar experience with seeing someone who looked like Princess Diana.
This is a story about the time I met someone who is in fact supposed to be.
So I live about 5 minutes down the road from Kate Middleton, met her a few times, etc, etc. Now, I used to work in a store, again, 5 minutes away from Kate Middleton's house, and there was a woman in there that looked very familiar. And I said to her, you look a lot like Princess Diana. And again, the same thing there. Yes, well, I have been told that. And I was like, okay, this woman was a lot older, and she was still so beautiful. And the eyes, that is what said it to me. I was just like, she was here in a location where Kate Middleton was not long after Kate married William. So, yes, suspicious.
The reason that one interests me is because I feel like, I don't know if I would think that Princess Diana would be in London, but at the same time, you have to think Princess Diana, like, first of all, it's been years since she passed away. She obviously would look aged, even though she looks the same. I feel like people are just going to assume that she just is somebody who looks like Princess Diana, even if she actually is her. The theory is that Princess Diana faked her death, which honestly, to me, makes a lot of sense. I think that there's potentially a lot of celebrities who fake their death. If you want me to do a video on that, let me know in the comments below, which I sometimes feel bad about talking about it because obviously there is definitely a chance that they actually are, dead, and it's really sad. They decided that they didn't want to be famous anymore and they didn't want this life. There's really nothing else that they can do. Paparazzi will always be following them. Like, even if they stop putting music out or, stop, doing whatever, like, Princess Diana, like, what is she going to do? Paparazzi were still gonna follow her no matter what. It's just, like, there's no way out. So people believe that Diana faked her own death and moved to Canada. The reason I feel like this kind of makes sense is because I'm pretty sure the Queen, like, owns Canada. Like, I don't know about that, but I know there's something between the UK and Canada that's like good vibes. I also think that the royal family probably does know about it because to pull something like that off, you definitely have to know some people, but I mean, they are probably one of the most powerful families in the world. I feel like that Princess Diana would have had access to being able to do something like this, to orchestrate a fake death. I think 100% she had access to the money and the people that she needed to do this. I think Princess Diana has a recognizable face, but not recognizable enough that if I saw somebody who looked like Princess Diana, I would be like, holy shit, that person looks exactly like Princess Diana. But I wouldn't think, oh, that is Princess Diana, like, hiding and she's actually not dead, because most people would just be like, oh, obviously it's just somebody who looks like her, because, we're told, oh, you have 7 doppelgangers on this planet, which I don't even know if that's true, because where's mine? Y'all just call me Fat Sniper Wolf, but where's my doppelganger? I just think that that's actually pretty interesting, because think about it. Like, I have seen so many videos of different YouTubers or famous people who they're like fans, like, or somebody goes up to them and says, you look exactly like blank. Like, I saw it literally the other day. I was watching one of Rydell Funk's videos, and someone goes, oh my gosh, you look like Ross Lynch's sister. She's like, I am. Like, I just like feel like I see that all the time. Therefore, when people see a celebrity, they're already starstruck enough or like just confused, like they just like think that, oh, there's no way, like that it's that celebrity. Even if it's in Los Angeles, I've seen it happen like all the time. So imagine having all these people who not only would not even think that it was Princess Diana if she were alive, but the fact that they know in their head that she has passed away. I just think that it's so interesting because it would be so easy for them to be like, oh, it's obviously not Princess Diana, like she's dead. Like that person really looks like Princess Diana, but you know, it's obviously not. It really tripped me out because the first time I saw this TikTok, I was like, I don't know. But then I was like, wait, what if it's true? I also think it's kind of interesting that Harry and Meghan, you know, left the royal family and they live between the UK, Canada, and Los Angeles. I find it pretty interesting because maybe they're like going to hang out with Diana, his mom, and they're just like chilling in Canada. So I like this series. It obviously adds a happy spin on things. Not too happy though, because it's kind of sad to think that like the only way to get out of that, you know, situation is to literally fake your own death. Also, don't you think you would get like plastic surgery to like look like someone else so that people didn't notice that you were, you know, really you? Although if I was Princess Diana, I wouldn't care. I would not get plastic surgery if I looked like her. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna just stay beautiful, and you know, people find me, they find me, bitch. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? I do think that Princess Diana's death was very, very suspicious. A lot of weird things surrounding it. So I think it kind of adds up. But either way, that is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these TikTok conspiracy theories. I would love to hear your opinions. But that is it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram because I'm always posting really dope ass shit on there. Subscribe for new videos every week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.